Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, hello once again. It's me, Dr. Cyneric. Now, how are you, my star patient? You feeling well? All's well, I hope. Excellent, excellent to hear. Well, I actually decided to pop around to you for help. You see, you know how I like to pop around and help you with your stress levels and helping you sleep, getting rid of any bad vibes and doing checkups and whatnot. But I wanted to get your help this time. You seem like the most trusted person to speak to about this. Very important, I must say. This could affect the future of all checkups with all other patients, old and new. This is major stakes stuff, after all. So, do you think you might be able to help? Do you think you might be able to take on this responsibility? Oh, I love your enthusiasm. Wonderful enthusiasm, I must say. Fantastic. Okay. Now, just so you know, here we are in this, peculiar location I've chosen. Because I thought that, I wanted somewhere peaceful and quiet to speak to you about such things. Okay, I'll stop delaying now. I'll tell you all about it. So, essentially, I want your help with a catchphrase. Imagine that. Dr. Cyneric appearing by someone's bed and then dropping an almighty, super cool and catchy catchphrase, just like a cartoon character or a chat show host or one of those cereal mascots as well. Like, what's the name of that mascot? The stripy cat fellow. And he tries to sell off cereals and he says, "They're good." Or something in the vein of that. So anyway, do you think you could help with that? I've actually got a list right here of potential ideas for catchphrases. If you'd like, I could perhaps read them out to you, get your opinions and all your thoughts and whatnot, Oh, wonderful. This is going to be so much fun. Okay. So, first catchphrase idea is Zoom Zam. Just imagine that. I turn around, hide myself with my little cape, and then I show myself off to the person, and I go, "Zoom Zam, it's me, Dr. Cyneric." And I say it, and I do it really, really fast. Get it? Because Zoom, that's fast, and Zam, that's just an extra word. It's alliteration. But yes, I combine these two things. Really fast. Very cool. Combined with my little cape. What do you think of that? Is that a cool one? Really? Alright, well, I suppose I'll just make a note here. There we go. Well, don't worry. They're not all duds. They are not all duds. I've got many other ideas. For example, I thought that what I could do is drop a little rap. For example, I go, "Apple-putch, I'm Dr. Cyneric, and I'm here to say that I'm going to take care of you today." Yeah, I've just got to work on the delivery. It's a little nerve-wracking trying to rap, you see. So I thought, drop some, how do the kids call them? Sick beats? See, it's a pun in itself, because I'm a doctor. And sick beats, of course, it's not like I'm trying to bonk anyone on the head with an inflatable hammer or something silly like that, and suddenly making them ill. But still, it's still like a play on words when you think about it. So how about that one? Does that sound like a cool idea? Like MC Cyneric? Does that make me as cool as those rappers out there that all the young children like? Like Snoop Cat and Ice Square and $1, I think he's called. In Americans, they're quite quirky chaps. So, what about that one? Really? Oh, well, I thought that was going to be a good one, but, well, let's make a note of that. All right. Don't worry. There are more catchphrases. So I thought about this one. So for this one, I crouch down, then I jump out, right from behind the bed, and I go, "The doctor is in." It's that old that old recurring phrase that people like to use a lot. So I go, "The doctor is in." And that, of course, signifies that I am indeed available and about to take care of a person. Now, that sounds like a good one, I'm sure. That is, unless I take them somewhere outside, in which case it wouldn't really work, but actually, come to think of it, yes, they might criticize me for that, or... Oh, no, I'm sure they'd be nice about it. I'm sure you'll agree. So, what do you think about that one, then? The doctor is in. Do you think that's a cool one? Do you think everyone will think, wow, this guy's a cool dude? You sure? All right, well, I appreciate your honesty. I'm definitely making a note of this, then. Righto. Well, going through my list rather quickly, I must admit that's a bit of a worrying thought, to be honest, but don't worry. It's not all bad. After all, this is just part of being a doctor, There's a bit of trial and error, a bit of trial and improvement. How can you learn if you don't make mistakes? So, I came up with another idea, another catchphrase. Maybe you might like this one. Maybe. Just maybe. Let's just look at my notes. Where did I put it? Here we go. So I drop a bit of a pun, because, I wear a bird kind of plague doctor mask as part of my respirator. Helps me breathe. So I kind of lean over, kind of wiggle the beak part of my mask, and then I go, "No need to ruffle your feathers." That's a bit like facetious, you see. Quirky response. Yeah, I can tell by your silence that surely you must like that one. It's a quirky response, because birds and the bird mask and ruffle feathers. Birds have feathers after all. I thought it was quite a clever one, personally. But maybe you could fill me in. Is that a good one? Is that a keeper? A gem, perhaps? Oh. All right. Well, I guess I'll just make a note here. That's probably going to go in the maybe not pile. But again, there's no need to worry. There's no need to fret. I would much rather you be honest than let me come up with a pooey kind of nickname, a rubbish one, So, what do we have here? Let's see. Here's one. I thought maybe I could do like a one-word catchphrase. I could have declared it, and people will go, "Oh, wow, it's Dr. Cyneric. He's here to save the day." So I thought perhaps I could exclaim something. I've made a few notes. So, for example, Excalibur. Just like the sword from that story. Snow White and the Seven Swordsmen, I think. Something like that. So yes, I exclaim, Excalibur. And maybe I kind of hold my arm out like I am a knight who's also a doctor. I'm sure it's possible to be both, surely. Then there's also this one I've got here, where I explain... Well, I don't really explain. I'll probably explain it to them afterwards. But first, I actually say the catchphrase, which is medicine. And then I explain that I don't actually give proper medicines. I do my own form of therapies and curing and whatnot. It's a lot healthier that way. Much healthier, and in my personal opinion. So yes, I exclaim, medicine. And they go, oh, yes, medicines. You know who gives medicines? Doctors. Just like me, Dr. Cyneric, and so on and so forth, you know. So that's another kind of one-word catchphrase. And then I got another one here where I kind of slip over to them in like a cool fashion. I kind of flick up the collars of my button shirt. And then I say to them in my cool voice, my cool voice is basically like, hello, I'm Dr. Cyneric, and this is my cool voice. Totally too. Yes, you. Doobity-doo, you know, basically like that. So anyway, I say in my cool voice, fly. You like that? Fly. Again, you know, like birds. I thought we're going to fly. Maybe not literally, but in the sense that we're going to fly to a better place. Fly and... Okay, I've not really thought of the reasoning behind it, but it's a nice sounding word and it makes me think of birds. Fly. How's that then? In fact, how are all these one-word catchphrases? What do you think? You sure? Oh. Well, guess I'll make a note of all of these things then. Well, that is a bit of a disappointment. 0 good catchphrases. Well, then again, do you think I should just continue doing what I'm doing and be myself? Really? You really think that's probably for the best? You know, I never thought of it like that. Maybe I should just stick to what I know best, rather than trying to impose something that isn't quite myself, you know. Yeah. Yes, you know what? I feel good about that. I feel good about knowing that. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you ever so much for helping me kind of come to terms with that. And for, of course, listening to my catchphrases. It was still a lot of fun. I was quite excited to share them with you, but I think I've calmed down now. I'm not sad, disappointed, or anything like that. But you know, I'm feeling good. I actually feel quite confident now that what I'm doing is indeed a good thing. Thank you for that. Thank you ever so much, my star patient. Well, tell you what. Let yourself just relax in your pillow. And I shall make lovely sounds for you to help you sleep. Those are wind sounds, or maybe ocean sounds. Nice and relaxing, ever so soothing. I hope these help you sleep. See you again soon, my star patient, my most wonderful patient, the best of all. Nighty-night to you. I'll see you again soon for another checkup in the near future.